Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. I hope you all have had a solid week. It's certainly been a little bit busy from my side on AOR and getting the new Assetto Corsa Formula 3 League up and running. And it's also been a little bit busy because of the new S1 2019 game that came out recently from Codemasters. But today we're back at it with some good old Project Cars 2. Specifically today we're going to be having a look at the 2019 McLaren Shadow Talent Recruitment Challenge that is currently being sponsored by Logitech. Now if you've been sitting under a rock lately or haven't heard already, this Logitech G Challenge is an esports qualifier series that is run on the Project Cars 2 game that'll essentially give players on all platforms, be it Xbox, PC, or PS4, the opportunity at winning a spot on the official McLaren Shadow esports team. Now this year, McLaren Shadow partnered up with Logitech to provide a number of weekly qualifier events held at different tracks with the McLaren 650S GT3 car on a completely default setup. And today we're going to be looking at just that. We're going to be specifically looking at the second qualifier round that started right about a week ago now at the majestic Brands Hatch GP circuit. Now before getting into my laps, we're going to do a quick rundown and a quick overview of the car we'll be using. Now the McLaren 650S GT3 is powered by some serious equipment, namely a beautifully engineered 3.8-liter twin turbocharged V8 engine producing the ballpark of around 500 horsepower. Now this 650S GT3 is a successor to the 12C GT3 car that it replaces in the FIA GT3 Championship, and as you can see on screen, this GT3 car can reach a top speed of 300 km an hour, and 0 to 60 can be done in just around 3.5 seconds. Now without further ado, we're just gonna go ahead and jump on board the 650S GT3 for a lap around Brands Hatch GP circuit in Project Cars 2. Now this is not my best lap I have done. This lap I did is a 124. The world record at the moment is around a 121.1 or 2, and my PB is a 122.9. And I am not the best driver in the world. As you can see, I am not skilled whatsoever. So do mind the sort of imperfect driving, but I hope you enjoy, and I think this lap provides an excellent understanding of just how hard it is to drive the GT3 car around Brands and how competitive this challenge really is. Alright, back on track with the 650S at Brands, approaching turn 1, really just trying to get the car turned in as much as possible. Again, using a lot of the curb on exit, getting the car a little bit unsettled as we come towards turn 2, the hairpin. Again, clipping the apex and trying to gather as much speed as possible. We get a little bit of oversteer, but everything seems to be fine. Approaching Graham Hill corner, again trying to use as much of the curb on exit, trying to get the car as straight as possible as we approach turn 4. Now this is another very crucial portion of the track where you're really just trying to get a good exit for the back straight. Now this back straight leads up to a section of the track that is very tricky and can really just make or break your lap time. Trying to use as much of the inside and the outside of the track as we approach turn 5, clipping the grass on the inside a little bit. Coming towards turn 6, again we're going to try to cut a little bit on the inside, get the car high on the curb. As you can see, we get a little bit unsettled, but everything seems to be perfectly fine. Coming towards turn 7, we're going to really try to cut the entry and get as much exit speed as possible. Coming towards turn 8, trying to use the camber of the corner to get the car turned in and get the car flowed through towards turn 10, the Clark corners. Again, keeping it in fourth, shifting down to second, trying to cut as much of the grass on the inside as we come towards the start line, finish straight, using the shortest distance towards the finish line, and the lap time we set is a 124 dead. Now this wasn't my best lap time. My personal best was a 122.9, which I achieved after filming this footage, which is unsurprisingly still over a second off some of the world record times around Brands Hatch with this car on a default setup. But anyways, we're just gonna jump on board some nice trackside footage, and I'm gonna shut up and I'm gonna let you guys have a look around this car across this track. Here's a quick look at the current Logitech G Challenge leaderboards. Now this leaderboards is a combination of Xbox, PC, and PS4 lap times, and you can see right now the top 3 is completed by VPIs of 21, Miguel Ballester, and THR Wolf. All 3 completing the top 3 with podium finishes on the first 2 rounds. Now Q1 and Q2 represent the different weekly tracks. So Q1 represented Red Bull Ring, which kick-started the Logitech G Challenge, whereas Q2 represents Brands Hatch. Q3 will represent the Nürburgring GP circuit, whereas Q4 will represent Portimao or the Circuit de Algarve in Portugal. I'm certainly very excited to see which one of these top 5, top 10, or even top 20 drivers can make it towards the regional European finals and compete for the top spot and crown jewel that is the McLaren Esports Shadow Team seat. This challenge is something that has definitely united the esports, sim racing, and gaming community all together, and I think this is a great initiative from McLaren and Logitech, both in the individual aspect and also in a global aspect. And I hope that McLaren and Logitech can continue this partnership in the future and build the greater and greater esports competitions. Anyways guys, that's all I have for you today. I will catch you guys next week with another video on the Nürburgring GP circuit, a quick track ride, and a couple of more nitty-gritty videos coming from the AOR Assetto Corsa Formula 3 League that I've started now. Please feel free to contact me on any of my socials as you can see on screen, and comment below how I could improve my videos. Any and all feedback is greatly appreciated. Again, thanks for watching. I hope I deserve your thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next video.